Hey everyone, it's Christina from Chanson Water USA. It's Water Wednesday and I'm so excited that you are joining. Thank you so much. Today's topic is deficiency, the other root cause of disease. Last week we talked about acidosis and why that is an avoidable condition that is slowly killing us. If you missed that broadcast, please visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/chansonwater for the replay. We do these broadcasts live every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So before we get started, I do have a quick disclaimer. The FDA regulates that only a drug can treat, cure, mitigate, or prevent a disease. I am not a doctor, so please consult a licensed medical professional before embarking on any new health regimen. So, deficiency. Basically, kind of piggybacking off of last week, it boils down to toxicity and acidity being too much bad, and today we're covering the other side of that, which is deficiency is not enough good. So we have to address both things because most of us are unfortunately dealing with both things as it relates to any negative health issues, conditions, diseases, things like that. So as humans, we have several things that we need to thrive and survive, such as sleep, sunlight, exercise, obviously nutrition, vitamins, minerals, nutrients from healthy food, clean air and water, all of those things. And when we don't get enough of them, we might not notice it so much, but our bodies are, struggling to make up that lack. We don't have enough. So we're going to be focusing on the mineral aspect of it real quick. Magnesium is one that they say virtually all of us are actually magnesium deficient. We don't think about it or hear about it too much, but they say that all heart attack victims, patients, are actually magnesium deficient. And I have a thing here that says a decade-long study revealed cardiovascular disease research extending over more than 70 years found low magnesium levels contributed more to heart disease than cholesterol or even saturated fat. So here we always hear about lowering your cholesterol to avoid heart attacks, when really upping our magnesium intake could have more of an effect than that. Then of course there's calcium. We always hear about calcium being something you can get from milk and how it's great for strong bones, but in actuality they did a long study for that as well that showed that not only do we not get calcium from cow's milk, but we are actually losing calcium whenever we drink cow's milk. So that's one of those weird little things that if you're into the natural health world, you might have heard about, but the average population is not aware of. So one of the reasons I switched to non-dairy milk. So yeah, you're likely to actually get osteoporosis if you are a heavy cow's milk drinker, according to this study they did on a large group of nurses over a long period of time. And then when it comes to diet, obviously that's a major source of where we get our vitamins and minerals. And unfortunately, because the land has been farmed and the minerals have not been necessarily replenished, even if we're eating organic, vegan, healthy, alkaline diet, we are not getting the same mineral content in our fruits and vegetables that our ancestors did years ago. So it's like an uphill battle. We're constantly fighting to get those necessary minerals and nutrients from our food. It's so hard to try to eat well, and then even when we are, springing for the organic food, we're not getting that mineral content that our ancestors could have. That's not even addressing the non-organic fruits and vegetables that most of us eat that are covered in pesticides and may be made with GMOs. That's a whole other animal, but it's definitely a concern and a reason why most of us are mineral deficient is because we're not eating enough fruit and vegetables, and even if we are, they're not organic. Even if they are, they're lower in minerals than they used to be. So there are a few ways that Chanson water can help with deficiency. One of the ways is that they are rich in bioavailable minerals. So what a water ionizer does is it transforms your ordinary tap water into ionized alkaline drinking water. So it takes electrolysis, it puts an electric charge on the water, and it makes whatever minerals are naturally occurring in your water source, it's going to make them more bioavailable, which is just a fancy word for more readily absorbed into the body. So unlike other vitamins and supplements that we may be taking in addition to our food, it's going to be more readily absorbed by the body, which is great because unfortunately, a lot of the vitamins and supplements we take actually end up in the toilet because they just go right through our body and are eliminated. Another way that Chanson water can help with deficiency is for just the water aspect. 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. Dehydration has been linked to virtually all common ailments and conditions. We did a broadcast about that as well, if you want to go back and check that out. But one of the things the water ionizer does is it puts that electric charge on the water, which makes you actually crave it. So the people who don't drink water because they don't like the taste or they don't like that bloated waterlogged feeling, they find it totally easier to drink Chanson water because the water clusters are smaller and it's hydrating you on a cellular level, so it's not leaving that bloated waterlogged feeling. And then another way that Chanson water can help with deficiency is that it can actually revitalize your produce. So how I was talking about the produce being less mineral rich, it's not going to add minerals, but what it will do, if you take your produce and you soak it in 8.5 pH Chanson water for 10 minutes before you consume it, it's going to lower the ORP, which is oxidative reduction potential. It's basically making it more antioxidant-like and less free radicals. So it's basically taking it from a dead state, like you picked an apple a long time ago, it's been sitting on a store shelf, now I'm going to consume it, and it's not dead, but it's not as freshly picked as if I got it straight off the tree. By soaking it, I'm bringing it back. I'm giving it that energy, that spark of life, that vitality, that kind of bringing it back. So we've done testing on various fruits and vegetables, and by soaking them in that 8.5 pH Chanson water, you can revitalize your fruits and vegetables. So you are going to get more bang for your buck, basically, with your fruit and vegetables, and help your deficiency that way. So that's pretty much all I have. Just focus on addressing your mineral deficiencies as well as the acidity and toxicity we talked about last week. I will be back next week, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with another Water Wednesday episode. Please feel free to visit us at chansonwater.com and to like our Facebook page if you haven't already at facebook.com/chansonwater. Thank you so much for joining and have a great week.